speaking of ugly versus pretty, the offense looked prettier with 52 points on the board against Colorado. Was that more about the Buffs, or do you have hope and optimism that was substantive?
I think it's both. I think the opponent's one thing, but you didn't see that against Arizona like you were talking about for Oregon. And I do think the offense is starting to click a little bit more. Micah Pittman, one of the wide receivers, had doubled his reception total in one game for the whole year. So they just have not been getting those guys the ball. They were running the ball a lot more. CJ Verdell gets hurt. They're down a running back. That means they're going to start to throw a little bit more. They're going to use guys in different ways. They're using some of their wide receivers in fly sweeps or that sort of stuff. They're getting guys out in space. They have really strong screen game. And so there's always ways to kind of run the ball by throwing the ball and that sort of stuff. But, in the last couple of weeks, they've been getting over 10 wide receivers the ball. So I love to see the production of just moving the ball downfield. And that's really what fans were frustrated about. When they were looking at how stale this offense got, they looked at it from the perspective of they're not throwing the ball. And I actually think that the root of a lot of these frustrations go from how Justin Herbert looked so much different his freshman or his rookie year in the NFL compared to his senior year. They did not throw the ball. It's just kind of a mental idea that they just didn't push it downfield. And then Herbert goes into the pros and he's just launching the ball down the field, just picking apart professional defenses. They're like, we couldn't have done that in the Pac-12. I mean, and we have good wide receivers. That's the other thing, is that this wide receiver room is stacked right now. So why would you not use them? Instead, the point is these wide receivers are coming, they're blocking for the running back, which is fine. You got to run the ball. Of course, we got to run the ball. But like I told you earlier in the year, I thought Chip was running better power out of the spread than Mario was running power in the power sets. And so at least get the guys the ball, move the ball around. And that's what they've been doing. Anthony Brown looks a lot smoother in the pocket. He's making better decisions. He looked like he did earlier in the year against Ohio State. Very efficient, game manager, but puts the ball on the money, doesn't turn the ball over. And he has had some bad interceptions, but doesn't really turn the ball over and is strong with the ball in his hand. So that's what you want. Other than that, there's a huge drop-off. There's guys who were freshmen and sophomores who have not played as much college football. Anthony Brown's seen a lot of snaps. So I do think that they're starting to kind of trust each other. The offensive coordinator is back after his surgery, and I think everything is kind of getting back rolling again for the offense.
Oregon at Washington, huge rivalry, regardless of what Jimmy Lake says. And yes, huge game in the Pac-12 North Division.